Guys, I wanted to show you real quick what my research looks like for creating my habitat. I'm going to do it on the blue whale. And so what I'm starting off with is a KWL chart. You're not required to do this, but it's kind of helpful. So what do I already know about blue whales? Well, I already know that they're the largest animal. They live in the ocean. I know the ocean has zones, and that's how deep it goes into the ocean. So up near the surface of the water, it's a lot lighter because the sunlight can get into that part of the ocean. As you keep going deeper, the sunlight can't reach down that far, and it gets darker and colder. So I know the ocean has different zones. I just don't know which one the blue whale stays in most of the time. I also know that blue whales eat krill. Now, like I said before, I know the ocean has zones, but I want to know which zones are blue whales in most of the time, because if they're deep, way deep down where it's almost like pitch black, then that's going to change how I do my habitat. It's going to change maybe the colors that I use and stuff like that. I also know that blue whales eat krill, but I don't know what krill look like. So I need to do a search to find out what krill look like so I can make them for my habitat. Another question, and I think this is one from your journals, what do blue whales use for shelter? And how do blue whales get their water? Okay, because blue whales are they're really big, so I don't really know what they could shelter in. Also, they always have to come up to the surface for air, so I don't really know, what they can shelter in. And also, blue whales, what do they drink? Do they drink the salt water that they swim in? Because bad things happen to people if we drink salt water. So I'm going to find out about that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the internet, and my first question was what ocean zone do blue whales live in? So what ocean zone do blue whales live in? All right, and it completed it for me. So I can look down here at these different results, and underneath the letters in purple, I have a summary of kind of what it says on that website. So, say I'm looking for something talking about blue whales and different zones. Okay, blue whales, the largest animals to ever live, cruise slowly through the sunlit. So I know that sunlit is one of the zones. So I'm going to click on this and see if that's what I'm talking. Okay, yeah, so the sunlit zone. So yeah, so blue whales swim through the sun. Okay, here it says blue whales, the largest animals to ever live, cruise slowly through the sunlit layer. Okay, so just to show you guys, I'm going to do sunlit ocean zone. Just going to search that. And right here, I'm going to tell it to show me images. Okay, and here's an image. So it shows you this is the sunlight zone, the twilight zone, and the midnight zone. So up here you get a lot of light. That's where the blue whales hang out. Down here it's a little bit darker. And down here it's completely dark. No sunlight gets that deep in the water. So those are the zones. So now I can go back to my KWL chart, and for my question, which zones are blue whales in, I'll say the sunlight zone. And I'll make a note to myself that it's near the surface. All right. So next, what do krill look like? So let's come over here and do, I'll just type in krill. And then I'll go to images again because I'm wanting to see them. All right, so here's what an individual one looks like, and this is what a swarm of them look like. So the swarm of them kind of looks like a pink and orange cloud. So let's see. I'm going to find a picture of a blue whale eating krill. All right. I think there's one up here. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if that's a real picture or not. So anyway, yeah, it looks like a pink and orange cloud. So that's what I'm gonna write right here. What do krill look like? Pink and orange cloud. Okay, what do blue whales use for shelter? So I'm going to come here. I'll just type in blue whales and shelter. Basic needs of shelter. The blue whale shelters himself. Okay, so this looks like it might tell me what I want to know. Here it is. Basic need of shelter. The blue whale shelters himself in the water, staying away from harsh weather and only coming up to breathe. Okay, so the blue whale just shelters in the water. It doesn't hide under rocks or in seaweed or something like that. And I just looked down here and saw that it also talks about water, which was another one of the things I needed to find out. So, the basic need of water. Blue whales just drink the water out of the ocean where they live. So, I guess blue whales can drink salt water. So, they use water for shelter, and they drink the salt water that they're in. All right, and so that's all the research I really need to do. I know where they live, how close to the surface they stay. I know what they eat and what that looks like. I know where they get their water and where they get their shelter. So that's all I need to know for their habitat. So I'll let you guys see it after you finish this video, what I ended up making.